Alrighty.
through there.
Run with it.
Adam, just how do you walk out of that? I mean, it was so many twists and turns, and it seemed like a couple of times you guys were kind of buried there, but to climb back out of it and get it.
Yeah, I mean, I think, just initial thoughts, like obviously you got to go watch the tape, and I know there's going to be a ton of things to clean up as a team, as an offense, as an individual. But I will say the fight, just having a win like that of just like nobody quitting, nobody giving in, which we could have done so many times in that game. It's encouraging. We talk about it again. I've talked with you guys the last few weeks about how we're kind of the way that they built this team, the way that they built this organization. It's to handle success and failure, and so you kind of saw that today. Again, we've talked about it, but you saw it today of just handling some failure and how we handled that, and we're just able to. Everyone's just kind of like, next play, and it's not over till it's over. And obviously that's a lot we can build on. But again, got to go look at this tape. Be hard on ourselves individually. I know I'm already hard on myself on a lot of plays throughout that game, but I'm excited to move forward.
It seemed like as the game went on, you got going a little bit more. What did you feel like loosen up, or what allowed you to at least get a little more involved there and make a few plays?
Yeah, I think just the coaching staff, Kirk, just trusting me that whatever it looked like, that I was going to make a play. And obviously that's a good feeling as a player, is just to be able to go out there and just continue to fight and continue to try to do your job. There's a lot of plays that I already know without even looking at the film that I could have done a better job on, but just the fact that they just kind of keep trusting me and keep letting me get involved. And I've always been the type of player, once I feel like I get going, it's kind of I feel like I can be up there with the top of them. So just keep working.
Were you concerned after that fourth down that you weren't going to get the ball back? And is it hard to watch when you really can't do anything about it but watch the defense?
I didn't even really think about it, to be honest. Just focused on, we're talking on the sideline about, hey, when we do get the ball back, or if we do get the ball back, this is what we're going to do. This is our plan. This is the plays that we're thinking. So just really trying to stay focused, and I think that's something that throughout a game, you get to the sideline and you can do two things. You can either look back at the plays that you could have done a better job on, get frustrated and things like that, or you can move on and just try to be prepared for the next series. What type of plays are we going to run that next series to try to attack them? So that was kind of the mindset, and it happened so fast that we could, the defense obviously did a great job, and then obviously with that missed field goal, that was huge, and then just trust in it. We had great field position, and we kind of knew going in that huddle with that great field position, that kind of momentum change. You could kind of feel in the huddle that, hey, we're going to do something here. I don't know how it's going to shake out, but we're going to do something here.
Adam, number 50, though, right? It's kind of a personal plateau. I know you're a team guy, but it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I don't like the whole stats thing, so I'm glad I got that one out of the way because people kept telling me about it. But yeah, again, there's so many factors that lead into it. So thankful for my teammates. A bunch of guys came over to me right when it happened and said, keep that ball. So, just thankful for the guys that have helped me get to that, because it's definitely not an individual thing.
And with Sammy White in the building too, how special was it to be able to tie him in that fashion?
Yeah, it was pretty cool because I got to talk to him yesterday, and the PR guys said they kind of told him, like, hey, he only needs one more to tie you. And he's like, oh, really? So it was pretty cool.
Is that a play when it gets
penalties before?
Say that again?
You ever draw that many penalties before?
No, I don't think I've ever been held so much in my life. But we kind of knew that, again, like those are the things you see on tape, and you mentally prepare. Like, hey, I don't care, I gotta win, because they're not gonna call every single one of them. As you saw in that game, they can't call every single holding over and over and over. So you're gonna have some good calls, some bad calls, and you just gotta fight through it, and you gotta continue to go. Obviously, it's tough when it's a fourth down and things like that, but again, you just have to just keep going to work and trust in that. Good things will happen.
Adam, how do you feel about going to London? Your third visit, I guess. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, excited to move on from this week. Obviously, we got some stuff to work on to figure out what we could have done better today. But another great opportunity in a different country, in front of different fans, which I think is pretty special. I always enjoy going over there and playing football. And another opportunity to play this game that I love to play.
You said on NFL Network, I guess, that you actually were hoping to go earlier because you got jet lagged the last time. You guys are going later than you did before. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, shoot, if I've trusted anybody, it's this group, this organization, these leaders that they brought in, that they're going to make the best decision to help us win a football game. They're not doing it for any other reason than to be at our best. So, obviously, for me, it was a completely different situation. We didn't play play the next week. So I believe that's why we're kind of going over there a little later. Again, like I don't question a thing that this organization is doing right now because they're trying to put us in the best position to win.
On the touchdown, is that a play? I mean, I know in hindsight it's easy to say, but is that a play you think has a pretty good chance to succeed? If I remember correctly, it's kind of a fake pitch and everybody got sucked over and you just popped out wide open.
Yeah, coaches kind of told me all week that I was probably going to be the guy. Again, the great thing about this staff and this offense is they're not going to just say, like, hey, we're going to throw it to you. It's like they're going to read it out. We're going to do things to try to get guys open. And then Kirk obviously is so good about just reading it through true because, someone else could have popped in practice. Other guys popped. Great play design, and that was probably one of my easier touchdowns I've ever had in my career, so thankful for those.
Justin got a ton of attention.
Yeah.
Was it pretty obvious that you and KJ had more opportunities because of that?
Yeah, for sure, and that's we talk about in our room. We talk about it as an offense. We talk about it as a team that you have to have multiple guys be able to make plays, and we have to take pressure off Justin. The running game has to take pressure off of Justin, and he's an unbelievable football player, and we need him making plays. So we got to do our part as individuals outside of him to really just make it tough on defenses. And again, the coaching staff have done such a great job of just designing stuff and making sure that Kirk has a read, and that if one guy is double, then the other guy's a double, and there's one guy with one-on-one coverage. And you saw that on the KJ touchdown. That was maybe not necessarily designed to go to him, but they're going to read it out and they're going to play it true. And when you do that and you practice that way and it pops in the game, you're ready to throw it at, like Kirk did, and obviously made a great read and a great throw, and KJ did a great job, as he does always, and ready for his opportunity even when he doesn't get a whole lot of them sometimes.
What did you see at the beginning of that play? Did you think KJ was going to be the guy to pop?
No, that's what's so great about this offense is you just play it out and you just try to win. And I know that's maybe cliche to say, but you really do. You just go out there, you hear the play, you try to do your job to the best of your ability, and you let guys that are a lot better at thinking out the game, like Kirk and Coach, you let them do their job and just let them just find the open guy. So we did that, and Kirk continues to do that every game.
How about on the other side of the ball, you see a kid like Josh Metellus have a really big game like he did today, right? He works hard all the time too.
Yeah, what's great about that is we see it day in and day out. We see that in training camp. We know what kind of player he is because we get to see him every single day. So it's always good to see him do that against another team and have them see what kind of player he is. But always loved his energy. Usually when guys have success on special teams, usually that translates to offense or defense. And he's that guy that has been a dominant special team player. And then, you just kind of trust when he goes in, he gets his opportunity on defense, he's probably going to make plays on defense too, because in my opinion, special teams is harder to have success than offense or defense.
Do you know anybody else who's had success on special teams?
Carved out a role and then
Yeah.
I know a few guys.
Adam, what stands out to you about the way that KJ has kind of carved a role and like worked into a spot where he's put in big spots and can come through in big situations like he's done?
It's the way that he works in the OTAs, training camp, during the season, during games. You just have so much trust in him because he continued to, at every single training camp practice, I mean, it was arguable that he was getting more open than any other receiver. He's just that type of player that he doesn't care about how many opportunities he gets. He doesn't care about what's stacked against him. He just goes out and works every single day, and we talk about it. He tells me that he's just working. He's just trying to do his job every single play, and that's the stuff that shows up in big-time moments, like he has in so many games. I very, very similar play in my mind to what he did in Carolina last year. So pretty exciting for him. Thanks guys.
Appreciate it.